Alright, AKAPADers, it's morning. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're talking The Little Mermaid, Philadelphia, PA. The sun is coming up. The sun will rise for The Little Mermaid. Let's go. They're looking at all of this as a product. It's just a nugget. It's just a mug. And then there is an artistic, there's a expertise side, there's a technical side that rolls in. And once in a while, we get something on the screen that we view, that we all collectively view as perfect. Those are more or less the anomalies. The junk in the trunk, so to speak, is the movies like Little Mermaid, and kind of like eating a little bit of crow here, the attraction of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, they fill in the gaps. They get some of that cash flow back, and they're small enough capital investments based on their analysis of what the market can hold and what the market wants, for them to put those movies out to generate more cash flow. And that's really what the point of the Little Mermaid 2023 is. A generation of women are flocking to see that. Right now, I woke up, I see it all over social media. Women are ready to see this movie. They're telling their friends, they're posting about it. We did not see this with just like real current stuff. We didn't see it with Fast X, we didn't see it with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We saw people say that they liked and that they enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but we also saw an equal amount of people that did not like that movie, that just thought Adam Warlock was wasted. And again, highlighting the nitpicking. But the point of all of this is, even with the nitpickiness of Little Mermaid 2023, the feeling that people will have when they leave this movie is going to be greater than any nitpick festering in your mind. So, like as a audience standpoint, you have to consider the intent. And when it comes to the intent of a product like a mug, that is it. The audience gets up from their seat and they feel something, and it's a little bit emotional, and it's just feel good. Like you're not upset that you just paid $18 for your popcorn. Ugh! But anyway, make me feel good. That's how I look. Fast and Furious, Fast X, sitting down to watch that movie. Like $50 once I had the ticket. It was like popcorn, candy, soda, more candy. Like it was, but you leave, and you're like, you know what? Just spend $100 here at a movie. I don't feel too bad. That's the intent of a lot of what you may want to call like a tentpole or a focus release. Little Mermaid has reached enough people already to carry on into a stronger week 2 that we have seen for Fast X and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It in no way is going to become a $1 billion movie, and if it does, I will be shocked. That will mean it has more legs, most likely overseas, or it pops in week 3 here of the domestic release. These things, I root for these things to happen, because we do want positive cash flow for companies like Disney and companies like our content creators. We do want these companies to be propped up, because movie theaters do not exist without Disney. But the idea is that the movie theater itself, the engine itself, has enough of a trickle down to where we get smaller, better movies coming in underneath. And I know Disney does force, and they do dictate to a lot of theater chains how many screens they have access to when it comes to their releases. Tarantino was very vocal about that. I believe the Django Unchained or Hard 8, one of the two went up against the Last Jedi, and he kind of let the cat out of the bag for that. But the point I'm getting at is, it is trickle down, and it's no different than the strength of comic shops is equal to the strength of Marvel and DC Comics, because there's a cash flow trickle down. That's what the Little Mermaid hopefully is creating, not just for Disney, but for film distribution, period. More screens, more money for the people who have those screens, more money for them to rent and show movies that we actually would want to care about. AKAPAD here. I love you guys.